What's going on, guys? Caesar Media here, coming live from Great Britain, UK. I'm at a hotel about an hour north of Silverstone, and I'm going to Silverstone today because we have the British Grand Prix, the Formula 1 racing, and I'm going to capture how to do it right because I heard a lot of tips and tricks from my friends in the motorsport industry. So this video is to really capture my experience and help you guys with the process. If you guys ever want to do the same thing and go watch the British Grand Prix. First thing, what I packed here. If you haven't noticed, my voice is horrible because I have a really bad cold. So I have 4 million tissues that I'm going to be bringing with me so I can blow my nose. You want to also bring sunglasses because the weather changes really quickly here in the UK, and the reason why I have a cold again is because I came from like 90-degree Michigan weather, Indianapolis weather, into this like rainy, crappy 40 degrees, 50-degree, almost winter-like cold environment. And after 2 weeks of being in London, I finally caught cold. You always want to bring umbrella wherever you go in UK, and you want to bring a waterproof jacket, because you cannot use your umbrella in the grandstands. You'll be blocking people's views. And another thing I have is a headphone, because what you can do at the track is that you can listen in on the radio using your cell phones or your iPad, which is what I'm gonna be using, and listen in on what's going on at the race, because Formula 1 race alone is 2 hours long. So you wanna figure out what's going on exactly at the track. You might not always have the best view or sound for what's going on the track. So today I have grandstand tickets, so I'm not really rushing so much. It's 7:33. I'm gonna get there around 8:30. The gate does open at 6 o'clock though, so you have general parking and general entrance. You want to get there at 6 because the general parking spots fill up really fast and you won't be able to watch the race anywhere else. You want to get there, bring your chair, and reserve your spot if you have general tickets. But now I have grandstand tickets. I'm planning on getting there around 9 o'clock, 9:20 to see GP2 series. Now, in terms of tickets, if you go there Sunday like I am today, it's like 10 times the price of it is on Saturday or Friday. Friday is like practice day, Saturday is qualifying, and Sunday is actual race. It's gonna be the busiest day, and my friends also told me to not park at Silverstone on the track because it's chaotic to get in and get out, and it's also like 60 pounds for parking, and it's just ridiculous. I don't want to spend that much money on parking. So what he recommended that was find a Silverstone infant school, which is a school just outside of Silverstone racetrack. You can pay like 30 pounds for parking, and all the money you give out goes to the school system, so you're really gonna supporting the educational system, which is kind of cool. So that is what I was gonna do, but then I got this horrible cold. So instead of doing the school system, and instead of parking at Silverstone, I got just parking reservation. This is basically a website where you can reserve a parking spot for the day before you get there. So this is, I think, just an open space, but they have a spot reserved for me and it's already prepaid. So I'm gonna park there and walk into the track. It's about 700 meters away from the entrance of the track, which isn't so bad. Another thing you didn't see here is a portable charging device. This is just a extra battery pack that I like to bring in case of emergencies. If my iPad decides to die or if my iPhone decides to die, that is what I'm going to be using to charge up my systems. Of course, I got my rental car, the Vauxhall Insignia, which is sitting out there, that one, which I'm going to be showing in a bit. So I'm going to get my breakfast, grab my cough medicine, that's all European, which is not really working well, but I'm going to take that and head out. Another thing, guys, is that if you're local to Silverstone, or if you have done this in the past, or if you go every year especially, you probably have a better idea of how to do this right than I do. So if I'm doing anything wrong, or if you have any comments or feedbacks, please leave that in the comment section below, because I like to help out those of you who plan on visiting the Grand Prix in the future with this video, as well as bring you awesome Caesar Media content as usual. So now I'm out getting breakfast at the hotel and heading out. And here is my rental right-hand drive diesel turbo 4-cylinder Vauxhall Insignia. "53 minutes, not bad." Here we go. So it's really so weird driving a right-hand drive car in Europe. Of course, I drive this in Japan, but the weirdest thing about this is the roundabouts. If you use the American roundabout systems, because in America, obviously, it goes the different direction. In here, you gotta go clockwise. In America, it goes counterclockwise. So when you come up to the roundabout for the first time, it's kind of confusing. Now, you guys are wondering, yes, you can drive a right-hand drive car here in UK with American license. Unlike if you go to Japan or like Korea or something, where you need international driver's license, you don't need that. You just come here with your American passport, American driver's license, and you're basically good to go. And although the right-hand drive thing might throw you off in the beginning, it's really not that bad to drive here in UK. It's pretty straightforward, except for some traffic signals that don't really make sense to me. People are good drivers, and I love the highway system where if you're slow, you drive on the left, and if you're fast, you drive on the right. Everybody, for the most part, follows that traffic rule, so it's very easy to drive out here. There is Euro Civic Type R. Nicely done, clean hatch. I like it. Fact V-Dog. Now this, guys, is very much UK weather. It's cloudy, looks like it's gonna rain, but sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. I saw sun probably 3 days out of past 2 weeks I've lived here in UK. So I just had breakfast, but I'm already kind of hungry because I'm a fat ass. So I'm gonna get some food, mainly because I wanna get some like sandwich or water to go so I can bring it to the track instead of waiting in line and paying ridiculous amount of money for on-track food. Got me some sandwich and I'm good to go. And that, by the way, is a sweet Defender. That looks way better than the G-Wagons. Gas station, but I don't need gas because this car's been doing consistent 47 mpg diesel life. Evo 7, legit Evo 7. All right, got a carbon fiber fender. Vanquish sounding good. Oh, RX-6 wagon. You know, it's really hard to believe streets like this is a two-way road. It gets so tight around here. You really have to know how to squeeze around tight spaces. Look at this, crazy. There's buses, vans coming through this, and I'm not gonna film and drive as I navigate through these huge vehicles. But I am almost there, 3 minutes away. So this, guys, is what the website justpark.com gives you. It's just a big open grass space, probably privately owned by one of the residents here, and you pay £35 and you get to park here for cheap and close to the track. Okay, so I'm packed up now, walking to Silverstone circuit. I made it. So I gotta get my ticket and I'm gonna walk around the pit areas. You guys hear that beautiful sound?
Do you have parking ticket?
And I'm in. All right, now I'm inside, and they're giving out free sunglasses. It's cool. I'm gonna go find the grandstand real quick and see what's going on. So this is a map of Silverstone. my view is from just general admission, and you can see that people are just sitting there with their chairs out. So it's actually not that bad. I thought you wouldn't get too good of a view with general admissions, but if you get here early enough, you get a pretty good view. And the rain had stopped, just like that. Now that's typical. So I still have a couple hours till F1 things start. I think the GP2 series just finished, so I'm gonna walk around the area and then check out what kind of venues are here. Check out some merchandise here. This place has all the shirts from all the teams. Alright, now I'm headed to my Paddock Village B and see what the view is. The Porsche C is gonna be going up next, so I'm gonna check out the race. Alright, so there's Village A and here is Village B. Village on the map is right here. There are all these crew trucks here at the circuit as well, which you get to see just parked on the side. And then the attention to detail to these things is pretty interesting. Reminds you of like the Japanese trucks when they modify them. Pretty sweet. Alright guys, I watched the race. It was a great time. Unfortunately, in the beginning it was a safety car start due to the rain that really just came down hard. Like I was saying, with the UK weather, you just never know when it starts raining. I think throughout the day it rained like 5 times really hard and it stopped, and it's bright and sunny now with like a t-shirt weather. So make sure to prepare yourself with an umbrella and a rain jacket if you plan on attending this. The parking situation worked out great. If you are interested in just walking over to the track from the outside for really cheap, I really suggest the Just Park website I used. It also told me how to get to the track so that I can avoid all the traffic going into Silverstone. That was a great time saver there. In the morning I saw the GP2 race followed by the Porsche Super Cup race, which was really cool to see street car style cars go around the track. Once the race started, it was kind of hard to film because I don't have a zoom lens, and you know, you can see the race results online or watch the recap on YouTube if you want. So that's why I didn't really film the entire session. But the race went well. With the wet and dry conditions throughout the day, there were a couple of accidents. I think about 5 cars crashed out of the race completely. As you can probably hear, it was really cold outside and my cold got even worse now that I spent all day outside in the cold. And that's a sweet Shronko in front of me. I don't think we get that in the States, that version. But it was all worth it. It was good times. I'm glad I finally got to see Formula 1 race here in Europe, and it was fun watching Lewis Hamilton, who is from UK, win a race in UK. He was celebrating really hard. So now I'm back to home, to my hotel, and get ready for work tomorrow on Monday. And like I said in the beginning of the video, if you have any tips or tricks For those of you who are more familiar with the British Grand Prix, please leave it in the comment section below so my viewer can take your suggestion and use that for their own visit. So now, heading back in this traffic and see if I run into any cool cars again. RS4, looking clean. I'm not an Audi guy, but I sure do like those cars. Oh, I see a proper race car. Or at least it looks like it. Looking good. Yeah, it's fully caged. Wow, that's a race car. That's a girl driving it. Wow. Wow, it looks like these people in a crew because there's another hatch. Looking clean. GT86, MX5 Miata. Another hatch. That is awesome. And then RS4. Although these are not as extreme as the one I saw in the beginning in the back. Looks like these are Civic truck guys. Another Type R. Very nice.